The hidden power of the Eastern mindset. Why do some people seem calm while the world around them is on fire? Why do some children, quiet and unassuming, grow up to build billion-dollar companies or become math geniuses without ever bragging about it? Why do some succeed not by running faster but by standing still? This isn't magic, it isn't genetics, it's not even about talent. It's about something deeper, something quieter, something hidden in how they were raised, in how they think, in how they see the world. Today, we explore a way of thinking that most people in the West have heard of, but few truly understand. A mindset that doesn't shout, it whispers, it doesn't dominate, it endures. This is the quiet force behind the Eastern mindset. And if you stay with me, what you hear might challenge everything you thought you knew about success, discipline, and wisdom. This isn't East versus West. This is East and West. And maybe that's where real strength begins. 1. The truth behind gifted Asian kids. Let's start with a question that's asked in classrooms across America. Why are Asian kids so good at math? Teachers see it, parents talk about it, students feel it, and the answers often fall into two categories: pressure or privilege. They must have strict parents. They're just naturally smart. But here's the truth no one talks about. It's not just pressure, and it's definitely not about natural talent. It's about a mindset, one that's planted early, often before the child even learns to speak. In many Eastern cultures, parenting isn't about raising a child, it's about raising a soul. While Western parenting often says, find your voice, Eastern parenting says, first, master your inner world. Children are not constantly asked, what do you want to do? They're taught to ask, what needs to be done? That one shift changes everything. It teaches responsibility before reward, discipline before desire. And no, it's not about punishment or shame. It's about building inner strength, quietly, patiently, like stacking bricks one by one inside the heart. These kids may not talk much, but inside, they're warriors. 2. The bamboo tree and the power of invisible growth. Let me tell you a story that captures the soul of Eastern wisdom. There's a species of bamboo in Asia that defies logic. You plant it, you water it, you care for it every day, and for 5 years, nothing happens. Just dirt, no sprout, no stem, just silence. But in the 5th year, almost overnight, it shoots up more than 80 feet in 6 weeks. Did it grow in 6 weeks? No. It grew in 5 silent years, beneath the surface, in a place no one could see. Its roots were digging deep, expanding quietly, building the foundation to hold something enormous. That's how the Eastern mind views success. In the West, we're often told, if you don't see quick results, it's not working. But in the East, they believe, if you're not seeing results, it might mean the roots are growing. This kind of thinking builds resilience. It teaches patience in a world that rewards speed. And most importantly, it creates people who don't panic when nothing seems to be happening, because they know something is. Imagine this. A young woman works in silence for 7 years. She has no title, no followers, no applause. Her friends switch jobs. Her classmates post promotions. She just keeps showing up, one day at a time, one invisible step after another. On the outside, nothing is happening. Inside, something is growing. She's building habits no one sees, discipline no one praises, and patience no one understands. Until one day, she speaks, she creates, she leads, and people say, wow, where did she come from? But the truth is, she didn't come from anywhere. She was always there. She just didn't bloom where you were looking. That's the danger of judging someone's path too early. You might walk away from greatness just because it's quiet. So if you're listening to this and you're in a season of silence, if you feel behind, unseen, unnoticed, don't quit. Don't rush. Don't dig up your roots just to prove they exist. Let them grow. Let them hold you. Because one day, and it will come, you won't have to show the world. The world will notice. 3. Wisdom in a single sentence. Western self-help fills libraries. Eastern wisdom fits in a whisper. Here's one. To conquer yourself is the greatest victory. Another, be like water, flexible, flowing, but powerful enough to shape mountains. These aren't just quotes to hang on your wall. They're guiding principles. When a child is raised with these in their bloodstream, they don't need motivation posters. They become the poster. Eastern wisdom often seems simple on the surface, but it sinks deep. It doesn't entertain the ego, it speaks to the soul. That's why a single sentence can feel like thunder. 4. Ancient roots, modern achievements. You might be surprised to learn that some of the most successful leaders in Silicon Valley, founders, inventors, designers, carry this Eastern DNA of discipline. Even if they speak fluent English, run American companies, and operate in the modern world, many were raised with ancient values. They were taught, hard work is the baseline, not the goal. Emotions are to be respected, but not obeyed. Don't chase approval, chase growth. They didn't get this from business school. They got it from their grandmother. They got it from sitting silently at dinner while their parents talked about sacrifice, family, and duty, not dreams of fame. And here's the irony. They're not trying to be Eastern. They're just being who they were raised to be. The result? Modern success stories with ancient roots. 5th, not East versus West, but East plus West. Let's be clear. This isn't about one side being better. The West brings boldness, creativity, individuality, the spark of revolution. The East brings patience, discipline, introspection, the calm after the storm. So why not both? What if we raised a generation that could dream big and sit still? That could speak their truth but also listen deeply? That could chase success but never lose their center? Integration is the future. And in that harmony lies something stronger than either side alone. 6. Final thoughts. The quiet power that changes lives. The world is loud right now. Everyone's shouting to be heard. But the most powerful things? Don't shout. Still water runs deep. Silent roots hold the tallest trees. And the quietest people often carry the deepest strength. The Eastern mindset doesn't go viral. It goes inward. It teaches us. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You just have to become someone worth being. So maybe you don't need to try harder. Maybe you just need deeper roots. If this touched you, sit with it. Let it breathe. And if it resonates, pass it on. Because some lessons aren't meant to be screamed. They're meant to be passed on, quietly, from one soul to another. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. If something in this story moved you, even just a little, don't let it fade away. Subscribe to the channel and join me next time as we go deeper into the quiet truths that shape powerful lives. Until then, take it slow and grow your roots.